The Devil's Hollow, they called it. A cave no one dared to enter, not because it was unexplored, but because it was cursed. Stories of missing explorers and unnatural sounds were whispered among the locals. But for one group of spelunkers, the promise of adventure was too tempting to resist. The group of 5, Sam, Rachel, Leo, Emma, and their guide, Trevor, descended into the cave, unaware they were leaving behind the last traces of safety. The air grew colder, and the walls seemed to close in as they ventured deeper into the earth. Hours into their exploration, they found something unusual, markings, not of nature, but carved by hand. They glowed faintly, pulsating like a heartbeat. Trevor, the guide, grew uneasy. "These are warnings," he whispered, his voice trembling. But the others dismissed his fear. They pressed on. It started subtly, a faint whisper, the feeling of being watched. Emma was the first to notice. She turned her flashlight toward a shadow, only for it to flicker and die. "It's just the wind," Sam reassured her, though his own voice betrayed doubt. They stumbled upon a vast chamber. An underground river glimmered faintly, its surface unnaturally still. And then they saw them, bones, scattered like forgotten toys. Human, animal, and something else entirely. The shadows came alive, pulling themselves from the walls like living tar. Their eyes glowed, and their movements were too fast to follow. Trevor shouted, "Run!" But there was nowhere to go. One by one, the group was dragged into the darkness, their screams swallowed by the abyss. Rachel was the only one to escape, her sanity hanging by a thread. She told her story, but no one believed her, except for those who saw the claw marks on her arms and the ancient symbols burned into her skin. The locals sealed the cave, but Rachel knew it was futile. Whatever lurked inside was still alive, still waiting. And so, the Devil's Hollow remains untouched, its secrets buried deep. But every so often, travelers hear whispers in the wind and see glowing eyes in their nightmares. Because some caves were never meant to be explored.